Hi, this is Dave Garski from Guitar Lessons Orlando. Today's lesson is about changing chords clearly in rhythm by using common chord progressions that have common pivot notes in their chords. Some chords that are considered cowboy chords, like the G and the D, have common notes. For instance, the G chord has a common note right here with the D chord. So if I go from G to D, I have a common pivot note here. Okay, the first one is going to be from C to A minor. We only have to move one finger. Here's the C chord. All we have to do is move the third finger over here to the second fret of string number 3 to get the A minor. C, A minor. C to A minor. The next chord is from G to D, which we just did. Again, the common note here is the D that's on the third fret of string number 2. Now going back to G, to make the E minor 7, all we have to do is move our second finger from the 6th string 3rd fret over to the 2nd fret of string number 4. So if I go G to E minor 7, you can see it's just one finger being moved to make two different chords. The next chord is E minor 7 to A7. The second finger is going to stay right here, but we're going to move our third finger down one fret from the D note to the C sharp note. Okay, so here's E minor 7. Take the first finger off, the pinky off, slide the third finger down from the 3rd fret to the 2nd fret, 5 strings for A7. E minor 7, A7. We can also do the same thing from the D chord to the A7. All we're going to do now is just move the third finger, slide it down, and then drop the A7 here. Or drop the second finger for the A7. And any combination there, and if I want to do E minor 7, to A7, back to D. Watch what my third finger does here. I'm going to start here on the 3rd fret of string number 2, slide it down to fret number 2 for A7, and then slide it back up for D. Okay, the next one is pretty easy. A minor to A minor 7. All you have to do is take your third finger off. A minor, A minor 7. The next chord is F to F major 7. All we're going to do is play, we're going to bar like this for the F, like we normally would. And all we're going to do is raise our first finger up off of the first string to give us that open E string, to give us the major 7th. So F, pretty easy transition. And then even from there you can go right to A minor or A minor 7. That first finger sits there through all of those chords. Okay, speaking of going from C to F or F to C, C looks like that. All we have to do is move this over here, bar this, and drop the pinky. Yeah, it's a lot of things right there. So we have a few more movements from going from C to F, but it's all within the same area. So the first finger is going to come down from here to bar, and go. The second finger is going to go from here on the C chord over to here on the A for the F chord, and then the third finger is already going to be here for the C chord. So all we have to do is drop the pinky here. There's C, and then there's F. Okay, the next one is D to D major 7. Here's D. All we have to do now is remove second and third finger and just bar across the first 3 strings of fret number 2. Pretty easy. The next one's going from D to D suspended. So that means this pinky is going to go right here. So all we have to do is just add it and take it off. Here's D. Here's D suspended. Okay, the next one is C to C major 7 to C7. Okay, so this is going to be a few chords in a row. Start off with the C chord. All we do is take the first finger off. That's C major 7. Put the first finger back on, add the pinky here. Now we have C7. So C, C major 7, finger back on, drop the pinky here for C7. That sounds like a Beatles song to me. Okay, the next one is A major to A suspended 2. So here's an A major chord. All we have to do is remove the third finger. Or you could do it like this. Okay, the next one is E to E suspended. Here's the E chord. All we're going to do is add the A right here, which is the fourth of E. Sounds like an Eagles song. Okay, the next one is G to C add 9. This is very common. All we're doing is moving these two fingers over to the next two strings. So here's your G chord. Move 1 and 2 over, the same frets over to strings 5 and 4. Okay, part of that 4-chord series is C add 9 to E minor 7. Now again, these two are going to be in the same place. There's C add 9. So now we have to just move these over here to the E minor shape. So that's C add 9 to E minor 7. And even if we take it from E minor 7 to the D suspended. Okay, the other one was E minor 7 to A7 suspended. All we're going to do is remove the first finger. So here's the E minor 7. Now just take the first finger off and play from the 5th string. Now we have A7 suspended. E minor 7, A7 suspended. Okay, the last series is going to be kind of a little different G chord. This is sort of the Mel Bay G that we all learned from his famous books on learning beginner guitar. And this was because we were able to go from G to G7 like this. And then finish it off with C. That was one of the exercises in those books. Okay, but we're going to give credit to Glenn Frey from the Eagles for this particular chord. At least I'm going to. Because it's the beginning of Take It Easy. Very famous song from the Eagles. The intro is going to use the 3 chords G to a C with a G bass. If you can see what I did there, I just went from G, and it's like almost like I'm making an A minor 7 here, but I'm keeping 3 and 4 right where they are. So now we have a C chord with a G bass. Now to get the 3rd chord in that intro, we're just going to move the 2nd finger from the E over to the 3rd string on the A. So going from here to here. So now we have a D7 suspended with a G bass. Okay, here's G, C with a G bass, D7 suspended with a G bass. Now just to give you an idea how that sounds in that intro of Take It Easy, I'll just play it for you. Okay, that's it. I hope you enjoyed that. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.